Delicious water. Evening guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Happy 2020. This is the first one of the new year. Obviously there's been so much happening. There's been, obviously it was just like, it's been a really hard and really crazy time for me. Over the past few weeks, really bad. Where shall we start? I don't want to go into it massively, but as you can see, there's a change of location, it's a change of scenario, blah blah blah. Basically, I'm where I'm at. I'm where I was 2 years ago, but 2 years down the line. So let's just say, you've got to take the risks. Sometimes the risks don't always pay off. But it's like, yeah, I've pretty much lost everything I really liked and loved. But nevertheless, 2020 is a new year, and hopefully it's a good time to like start again, start fresh, challenge things from like a different perspective from what you were sort of trying to get from a different way. So basically it's time to reset and like just sort yourself out, and that's exactly what I've been doing the past couple of weeks. So I want to talk about a couple of things tonight, glaze over what I've just said there, and let's just start. Basically, let's start afresh, but it's a really cool thing because I know what I want to do. I remember 2 or 3 years, it was ages ago, and this is pre-setting up a blog. I didn't have any idea what I wanted to do, I didn't know what I wanted to be, and that was the most challenging thing in the world. So these 2 years, obviously, have been amazing and I've learned so much over the past 2 years, but the best thing is I've learned what I want to do, I've learned what I want to be, and now I've got a really sort of good understanding and good sort of connections and like a little bit, obviously, experience of the matter. So that's like the best bit. I've got a bit of experience on the matter. I've also got a very dry throat, so a little bit of water is needed probably throughout this YouTube. Yeah, so what have I been, what's new? Well, I've been doing loads of videos recently. You've not seen any of the videos because they're all for brands, and I want to sort of like literally perfect them first, then send the brands the video and then see what they say. So literally I've not just been sitting on my arse for the first couple of weeks of January. I've actually been very productive and sort of challenging myself with new films, which is really cool. So I've done quite a few, which is good, and that's a good positive. Also, you might have seen, obviously it was on Wednesday when it was my 200th blog post. It's literally getting to the time of my blog of being 3 years old, because I think I remember setting it up, it was sometime in like mid-January. So it's like a cool thing, 3 years old, it's amazing. So I thought, right, what can I do? I was like, obviously you all follow me for obviously where I take inspiration from for my style, where I shop, blah blah, how I start things up. And I just thought it'd be quite a cool little idea to like me go out and obviously not buy things for myself, but buy things which I would obviously wear, which I absolutely love, but then instead of putting them in my wardrobe, I would sell them. So I started off with this t-shirt behind me, so you might have seen it. It's been across on my blog, it's been across on my Instagram. I did a cool little video with it. Hopefully I'll put that little video in here. It was made for a story sort of like format, so it might look a little bit odd in this video, but nevertheless I will give you a little look at it. It's probably going to play on either side of me. So I've got this t-shirt. I want to speak to you a little bit about this t-shirt. I've also got the item, the vintage piece I'm going to put up today. So tonight, obviously when you're watching this, there'll be a new vintage piece across on my blog. So I've thought of this of like just to curate really like cool bits of vintage, which obviously I personally wear, which I've just said, but which are at like an accessible price. So it's very cool. I've obviously picked it, I've styled it up, I've showed you how to wear it, and then it's at like a decent price point as well, obviously if you want to buy it. So I thought obviously you can buy it through, you can look at it on my blog, and then we'll do like a little PayPal thing. I'll send you a little invoice, or like, what's it called, like a push notification type of thing on PayPal, and then we can do it from there. I'll send it to you, tracked and signed for, free postage and packaging, but I've got like really nice wrapping paper, got a little tag which I'll show you as well, but I just thought it'd be quite a nice way of sharing my sort of style and what I normally go for, but like giving you the chance to get it as well, you know, like get the old things I pick. So I don't know how it's going to go. Obviously that ain't sold. It's been Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's been 4 days. But it's such a fucking cool t-shirt. I really like that. When I saw it, I was like, this is just like really, really cool. I absolutely love it. But I will talk to you about that and the blazer that I've got with me now. And that's pretty much it. Obviously I don't want to dwell on the past few weeks, but I just wanted to check back. Obviously I've had time to like sit back and like think and reflect and, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, it's a hard time because obviously I'm back home now, and it's like I feel like all my stuff is just everywhere, and it's like I'm treading on people's toes and all that, and I just it's bad. Been seeing a lot of mates, and that's been good, and I'm meeting a few mates this weekend. Hopefully I've already met mates because I'm recording this a couple of days pre-Sunday. So yeah, basically just seeing a lot of friends I've not seen for quite a while, obviously being down in Manchester. So it's nice to be back in that way of like catching up with people I've not seen in ages. So that's a good positive. So I may as well get talking about my first little t-shirt. It's quite good there because I've got a little hanger. I took a little picture off, and I was like, I can hang a little t-shirt or something on there. So yeah, this one I found in a really, really cool vintage store in town, and it's basically a black round neck t-shirt. It's got nothing on the back, pretty plain, but I just love the typography and the font of the this place, obviously in Colorado in America. So it says the Gilded Garden Saloon and Restaurant, Central City, Colorado. And it's got this awesome little, I think it's like it must be their logo, of just like a woman's leg with a nice little shoe on, wearing obviously like tights and then the garter around the leg, hence the Gilded Garter name. But I just thought it's got like quite a Quentin Tarantino font to it as well, and it's obviously bright yellow. So I styled this up with my red vintage leather I actually found in Liverpool. So all these cities in England always have some like pretty good vintage, mostly because they actually buy it across in bulk from the USA, and then obviously they go through it, see what's good, see what's not good, and then they'll obviously sell it. So I'm picking out like the pieces I would normally pick and go for at these vintage stores. So yeah, Gilded Garden Saloon and Restaurant, really, really cool, black t-shirt. It's quite like a small t-shirt, but I'm the small anyway, so this literally fits me like a dream. It's got just a nice sort of, really, really nice, I think it's like a cotton mix material, and it's got quite a round, like quite a high round neckline. But to be honest, I had like the one necklace on. I think it sort of looked good. Obviously, you know, I was saying like last year, I'm sort of growing fonder and fonder of the higher necklines rather than just the scoop ones as well. So yeah, when I put this on, it just looked really, really cool. The red like contrasted with the yellow font, and it just looked like an overall sick vintage outfit. There he is. There he is. But yeah, really, really love it. Really cool t-shirt. If you do want this, obviously I've not really mentioned it on YouTube. If you just follow me on YouTube, you might think, all right, cool, I've not heard of that on his Instagram, blah, blah, blah. I'll get it. So you can go across and you can get this by visiting my blog. Obviously send me a message, send me a DM on Instagram, give me a comment, whatever, and I'll try and sort it out with you. So if you do want it, it's a really, really cool t-shirt. I absolutely love, and I just think it's very rock and roll, it's very laid back, it's very cool. You can just throw it on, and it's just a t-shirt that it's just effortless. It's just, yeah, that's a cool tee. It's like one of a kind. Obviously I've not seen any others. I don't know where all the others were. This was made in the 70s, so there might have been thrown away, there might have been ripped. This might be the only one, there might be 2, 3 more, I don't know how big the business was, but basically, yeah, vintage. I've never like seen anything like this before, and I just think it's really, really nice, really, really cool. So it says it's 38 to 40, but I'd probably say it's more of a 36, 38 chest. But yeah, very cool, and that was my first vintage piece I featured across on my blog. Getting on to today's piece, which you might like. I've also found another killer black blazer with a similar sort of lapel, pointed lapel, which I have in the other room, which I've literally only got yesterday, but it's really, really nice, and it's black as well. It's got like a Saint Laurent vibe to it. But I found this one, so this one will be on my blog tonight, so you'll be able to see how I styled it up. Dry throat. Right, you'll be able to see how I styled it up and wore it, and just obviously how it looks in photos. If it looks cool, hopefully it looks cool, you know what I mean. So again, playing back, it's a really, really nice grey colour, this one. So this grey is just like a colour where I've not really got that many grey items apart from like t-shirts and stuff, not blazers. So I just thought it would be quite a nice colour just to throw on and wear. It's a little bit different to your normal standard like black blazers. and everything like that. So it's got this awesome pointed lapel to it. It's really, really nice. This one is made from pure wool and it was made in England. So it was made in England, I want to say like late 70s, early 80s. It's got all the buttons on, everything's perfect. All the pieces I'm picking are really, really good quality, and obviously they're perfect. There's no rips, there's no damage or anything like that to them. So yeah, this blazer is really, really cool. I'll throw it on so you can get the general fit. But yeah, it's a killer blazer, and I took photos in Newcastle, I think it was sometime last week. But yeah, really, really nice, and it's got this just like, I just love the cut to this blazer. I think it's just a really, really nice, like sort of fitted, cut, angular blazer. Really, really cool. Obviously this is probably not what I'd wear it with, but it still looks quite nice, still looks quite good. So yeah, absolutely love it. I've actually had this piece dry cleaned as well. Just because I wanted to get, obviously, like a blazer, you can wash a t-shirt pretty easy, but a blazer, it takes that little bit more effort. So I've already had this dry cleaned, as I say, which is good, pure wool, and I think it's a 38 short. So I'm normally like probably a 38 in a blazer. This is a tiny, tiny little bit short on the body and the sleeves, but not noticeable. I wouldn't really say it's a noticeable. It looks more like fitted and tailored rather than like just being short. But yeah, really, really nice blazer, and that will be on tonight. You can go and check the photos. Hopefully I'll put a few photos in here as well, so you can see obviously what my blog will feature tonight. But yeah, killer blazer. If you want it, you can get it, and just give me a message like a t-shirt. And there's a few more. I've got a nice shirt coming up, and also I've got that blazer which I've just mentioned, which I bought yesterday, which is really, really nice. It's black, so this is what I'm actually going to go and do today. So I'm going to take some photographs of my new blazer, which is in there, and it is quite cool. But yeah, I just thought, come back, check in, say Happy New Year, so Happy New Year, and I hope you guys are doing well as well. And yeah, just fill you in on obviously a little bit of the backstory of what's happened the past couple of weeks. But yeah, obviously staying positive, which obviously you have to do. Yeah, I've had my down days, like anyone. But yeah, staying positive, and hopefully 2020 is going to be pretty good. I've got a good picture of where I want to be. I've got a good sort of, work ethic sorted. I've been back doing the old meditation, back doing the jogging and exercise, which is a good way to sort of start the day as well. So yeah, it's all good, but there's just been some changes. But yeah, thanks guys for checking back on YouTube. Obviously, continued support is absolutely amazing. And if you want any of these pieces I'm showing you, literally you send me a message, send me a DM, and we'll be able to sort something out. Check my blog tonight, and hopefully I'll see you next week for another YouTube. Cheers, and I'll see you in a bit.